tape is moving in steps? Well, the machine can only record audio in the normal 2-hour mode and the 12 and 24-hour time-lapse modes. It can't record audio in the slower speeds. But this means that when recording in the 12 and 24-hour modes, the tape isn't advancing in steps. Instead, it's continuously moving very slowly. The images are still stored in a reduced frame rate, but the continuous motion of the tape enables sound, albeit very, very terrible sounding sound. So the same thing happens. The heads only write in individual bursts for each frame, but we get an odd consequence now. See, if I want to play the tape back with sound, it can't play the tape back very well. It's certainly not awful, but there are noise bars and other anomalies. If we want perfect quality, we need to switch the sound off, and then it returns to the stepping mode that it was using before. And this may give us a clue as to why the machine is missing a VHS badge. Technically, the format specifications aren't being broken if it's recording in steps like this. It is recording a normal SD signal on the tape. It's just doing it intermittently, one field at a time. But this weird extra super duper slow speed doesn't conform to that standard. Is this the reason? I can't say for certain. The SVHS variant of this machine, the Sony SVT3050P, does have an SVHS badge on the front, and it too can record audio in 12 and 24-hour modes. So the missing logo may remain a mystery. But we're not done yet. Did you notice that Perugia Laboratories mark on the back? Yeah, that got me curious. Who are they and what do they want with my VCR? Well, Perugia Labs was quite famous for analog video processing technologies, in particular devices called line doublers. These could take a low-resolution image and double the number of horizontal lines of resolution to give it an apparent resolution bump. This device would really benefit from a line doubler because it records just one field at a time. Each still frame is only half the resolution of a normal television signal. And for something like security cameras, where you might want to be able to identify who is stealing your stuff, that's not good. Now, I'll admit, you can't get more detail out of an image than was already there. So the extent to which a line doubler may help with tasks like identifiability is up to debate. But it's clear that this technology is helping. Part of why these still frames seem remarkably clear may simply be due to Perugia's video processing prowess. Now, I can't say for certain that there was a line doubler in here, but knowing what Perugia had done in the past, it seems very likely. At the very least, something of theirs is making this a very sharp picture for what the raw signal is. So that pretty much wraps up how a time-lapse VCR works. It's a lot less magical than I thought it might be. More or less, it's just a standard VCR. There were some special considerations to using them, however. With a normal videotape, the tape is only touching the spinning head drum for a few seconds at a time. But with this machine, on the slower recording speeds, it might be touching that drum for a few minutes at a time, and this could quickly wear out the tape. For this reason, manufacturers would recommend that you discard your tapes after a certain number of uses. Some would say to only use a tape twice if it was recorded with the slowest speed. When these were in common use, you need to balance the desired detail of the recording with your business hours and when the tapes could be changed, and how long of an archive you need to keep. For legal purposes, usually at least a month of recordings. So you'd need to have something like 10 tapes on hand, use them in a rotation, and discard them after they've been used perhaps a dozen times. For a 72-hour recording, this would let you use 10 tapes for perhaps a year before you need to replace them. And of course, a 24/7 duty cycle for a VCR isn't the kindest thing. It was recommended that you replace the video heads on this at least every 10,000 hours, which works out to pretty much every year. You can still find the drum, the 2N4NQ, for sale from people who specialize in security equipment. And it looks like this machine has had its heads changed at least once. Poking through the menus shows that it's been powered on for 25,716 hours, but the video heads only have 314 hours on them. Now, it could be that this machine was set up to only record in an alarm condition. This may be the original head, and it was simply idle the vast majority of the time. There doesn't seem to be a way to determine if that counter has been reset, so I suppose I'll never know for sure. But before I go, I haven't answered one particular question about these things. What happens when you have multiple cameras? Well, that's a fairly deep rabbit hole, so I'll be brief. One option is to use what's called a quad. This is split the incoming signal from 4 cameras into a single display showing all 4 at one time. The major disadvantage here was the very poor resolution of the video, as each camera only This would simply cycle through each of your cameras one at a time, showing cam 1, then cam 2, then cam 3, and so on. You get the full resolution image, but you couldn't see what was happening on any of the other cameras when one was being shown. It also makes the viewing recording footage a little nauseating. The coolest solution, and the most expensive, was a multiplexer. These would combine the signals from all of the cameras and send them over a single wire by rapidly switching between them and using the floating blanking interval to signal which camera is ready. When you want to see just one, the multiplexer will be show the beautiful thing was that this also worked with a VCR like this one, but you'd have to synchronize the multiplexer with the VCR using the switch output, and you'd also have to do it at a frame rate that's even worse than the VCR is capable of doing. So the VCR is recording 4 cameras, and it's recording 4 seconds. Those 4 frames are split between the 4 cameras, meaning that each camera only gets the 4 frames per second. So while you did get to record 4 cameras on one tape creation, you would get a seriously reduced update frequency. That was a significant trade-off, but it was cheaper than having a dedicated VCR for it. If I ever get my hands on a multiplexer, I'll revisit this video because I'd love to see how it all works. I'd be curious to know what exactly it stores in the memory, and it may be fun to set up a CCTV system using vintage equipment like this. But for now, I hope you enjoyed this video of the time-lapse VCR. It's a lot simpler than I thought it might be, although it ended up being far more mysterious. As I'm sure you know by now, I am my videos of the day and this time I am building one of those and this video topic is a new suggestion. A friend we got early in the performance reached out to me and wanted to know a little bit about these time-lapse VCRs. I've always been curious myself. Down there, you'll also find a link to my Patreon. With direct viewer support, this channel has really taken off, and there are very exciting changes coming soon. If you'd like to make a pledge of your own and get perks like early video access, occasional behind-the-scenes footage, and general updates before anyone else, please check out my Patreon. Thanks for your consideration, and I'll see you next time. Because of its two-tone beige and brightly colored transport,
Ang gagawin ko?